In June, I traveled back to Haiti to plan some projects with my friend, Ernst Jean-Louis. What I found was that life is moving on in the country. In fact, at first glance, things seem rather normal. People were getting on with their lives, much like the last time that I was there. Working, shopping, trading, cars and buses on the roads. But then when I looked around, I noticed the destroyed buildings and the rubble in every direction, and it was pretty clear that not much is happening by way of reconstruction. The devastation is still evident everywhere, and over 1 million people remain homeless. Most are living in tents. And those people in tents are going to be there for many years to come. Imagine doing the basic things in your life from a tent, like studying. These are 2 boys I met one day, just getting on with their lives. I know that I can't fix Haiti's poverty, that I can't solve the problems that affect the country. But I also know that I can help small groups of individuals in a way that radically alters their destiny. So I teamed up with my friends, Ernst, who is both an entrepreneur and a Christian minister, and a man who is 100% dedicated to creating jobs for Haitians, and Ian Rosenberger, a friend and former student who used to work for me. Together, we are moving forward with some projects. One project that might have the greatest impact is a business incubator in which Haitians with entrepreneurial ideas can bring those ideas to the market. This will be Ernst's 10th year working with entrepreneurs. The old incubator buildings collapsed during the earthquake, so we have a new building that we are retrofitting, and a new class of mostly women who are ready with their ideas. Euclid went through Ernst's entrepreneur program a couple of years ago, and now she's making some very cool clothing. Here's how I'm personally helping her. I bought some of her shirts and showed them to a number of people who gave me ideas about which styles would sell in the US. We found one pattern in particular that was very unique and striking. It's the one that I'm wearing in this photo. Now I'm making a short video for Euclid that explains our ideas about tweaking her styles. I can then help her sell some of the shirts. If she could sell 10 to 20 per year in this country, that would be wonderful. If she could sell 40 to 50 or even 100, she can employ other people in her small shop and help Haitians less fortunate than her. This could radically change people's lives. It would be the difference between 1 and 2 meals per day for many people. And Euclid's story? She lost her home and mother in the earthquake. She had to pull her mother out of her house in 3 pieces and bury her all by herself. Here's her iron. She puts hot coals in it to keep it warm. Imagine what she could do with a new model sewing machine. Later, we'll need volunteers to link up with entrepreneurs to help improve and market their products. For example, here's a woman I met who crochets clothing. And not only does she do the work herself, but she also employs other women who work for her. So she's creating jobs. She needs help with running her business and to get new crochet patterns. So maybe you come to Haiti and meet her and then forge an alliance because you too crochet. One project we'd like to move forward with immediately is rebuilding Ernst's church that will serve as a community center and a job training facility. We have the building, but we need construction materials and volunteers with skills: electrical, plumbing, carpentry. I'm wondering how many U.S. churches there are out there who might be able to partner with us to do this. We want to move forward as quickly as possible, and we need volunteers with skills to spend a week or 2 in Haiti to help with construction. You pay airfare and the cost of food. We'll have a place for you to stay. But for this moment, we also have 2 other fundraising initiatives. First is a young man named Tassi, who has cancer and will soon die without the removal of a tumor. We have doctors, nurses, and a hospital lined up in Pittsburgh, and all are willing to volunteer their time and resources to save Tassi's life. We need to come up with money for medicines. Click on the link to the right and learn more about the fundraiser that we're holding next week in Pittsburgh. The second is Benicia Revanche. I met Benicia last June and just felt inspired to help her in some way. I thought that there has to be a few folks out there in my network of people who would say, okay, let's step in and help. Basically, I want to send Benicia to college. So if you're interested in learning more about her, check out the video that I made. The link's at the right of the screen. And if you want to learn more about these initiatives in Haiti and want to get involved, send me a note by way of my email. The address is also on the screen. And remember, a tiny act can have profound effects. Just ask Tassi after he has the operation.